My name is Taffy, and I moved to New Zealand 8 years ago, and I moved from Australia. But originally, I'm from Zimbabwe and left Zimbabwe when I was 18. So I've lived in Paris and London, then Melbourne, and now we're here. And we've moved to New Zealand because it's a lovely country. It's beautiful, rated as one of the safest countries in the world. And we just knew that if we were starting a family, we would be in the best place possible to give my the best start in life, really. Yeah, so here we are. And my was born here and has lived here all her life. We have been embraced by the people of New Zealand, but there have been some not so nice things that normally I have ignored. But having my in my life and having watched her go through some of the experiences that I never had to navigate, coming from Zimbabwe, where most people look like us, has been a challenge for my and for me to know how to navigate those issues that she has faced. And as her mum, I feel it is my responsibility to really start being color brave instead of choosing to be color blind, which I was always encouraged to be, not to rock the boat. It's easy to say I have become the woman that my mother always warned me about. When she started school, she was really excited to start school, and we just gave her the same talk that any parent would give to their child on their first day of school: go out there, have fun, make new friends. A week into school, I noticed a change in my mind. So crying at night, but stifled crying, and she wasn't eating anymore. Then came the conversation one day where not long after that, and I kept asking if she was okay, and she would say, "Yes, mommy, I'm okay." But there was a day that she said, "Mommy, can I ask you to do something for me?" And I said, "I'll do anything for you." And she said, "May you pray for me that I become white with blonde hair and blue eyes." And I didn't know where that was coming from. I didn't know how to really process it. But when she said it, she really sobbed her eyes out. And I said, my, if I can't do that, what is the next best thing that you would want to happen? And she said, "Mommy, I would want to die." And yeah, I knew there was something wrong. That's when my mind started telling me that the girls at school had told her to go away, that she was black, and that they had never seen a black girl, and they were scared of her, and they didn't want to play with her. And then she'd said, "My mommy told me I'm a princess." And then they'd said, "We've never seen a black princess. You're not a princess." And this had continued. And one day a little girl had come and said, "My mommy and daddy told me you are a refugee and you need to go back where you came from." And my mom is born here. She didn't know where to go back to. And so I was forced to start talking about it. And that's when I started talking about it. The school was supportive when we approached them, and they were kind to us. But I believe that the parents will never know what their children did to my. It continued. My, you can say some of the things that have happened.
This girl in my class invited everyone, but then she said that she forgot to invite me. Then she just gave me a lolly and said for me to just be thankful for it.
And your best friend, or who used to be your best friend?
My best friend, who used to be my best friend, said that her mommy didn't want us to be friends. So then she said, "Let's be secret friends and don't tell anyone."
Did she tell you why her mommy didn't want you to be friends with her?
She said because I was black.
Yeah. The more I keep quiet about it, I look at what legacy will I leave for my mom. It's certainly not $1 million, but it can be a world that she is safe and she has the freedom. These are luxuries that we often can't afford, just being able to tell our truth, freedom of expression, and just feeling safe. We were out in Botany just a few weeks ago, and a man came up to my and I and said, he came really close and he said, "Niggers shouldn't walk on the pavement, know your place." And we just, my automatically got off the pavement onto the road, and I had to grab her, and I had to just, and he just walked off. Yeah, we're here telling the story, and not everyone wants to hear it. People get defensive when I talk about these things, but it is what the reality that we live with. And the other side of that is my does have friends and beautiful circles that have embraced her, and friends that really do stick up for her when these things happen. And so we believe that those dialogues are happening out there, because my friend the other day had a conversation with her around Black Lives Matter, and when she went back to school after COVID, she only went back last week, so she set it out for 2 weeks. And on her first day back, she said she was approached by girls who in turn took turns to kneel in front of her and say, we think you are beautiful and you belong here, and we're sorry about what's happening to you and your people, but we love you, and we hope that you weren't coming to school because you were scared, because we want you to be here. And my had been scared when she'd seen the girls coming, but she said it was the best day at school for her. And these are kids, I don't know whose parents have said these things to them, because they said such beautiful words to my, but it's obviously helped her. And there's beautiful people. There's really beautiful people out there, and despite what's happened, we continue to believe inherently in the goodness of the world, and that we are here, and we do have friends that love us, that are standing with us through this, that support us, that know where my heart is and what my desires are for my's future. That's the reason why I'm speaking for her future and the generation and her kids. And I want her, when I'm not here anymore, to say my mummy flew the banner so that I could have a happier future here in this country.